got to be the love interest of Shah Rukh Khan. I was opposite him. People just look at when you're sort of rising. But I think even for that rise, there's a lot of foundation that's been laid.
Yeah.
I think the first 10 years of my life have been in the swimming pool because, I was training as a competitive swimmer.
Yes.
So I think I was building and sharpening myself as a sportsman. Even in college, I've never participated any drama or anything. In fact, I was behind the scenes in terms of just dealing with people, human resources. वो आज तक that experience is handy because it's people management, it's ego management. And I started actually making short films way before I started acting.
Yes, you've been a director too.
Leap of faith, and also doing Mirzapur. Anyone at that point did not know where the future of OTT, is going to be. While some people were telling me that don't do an ensemble and things like that, my gut was telling me this is going to be something amazing.
Yeah.
But after that, a couple of my projects didn't take off. But that also somewhere shook the sandcastles in my head.
Hi guys, I'm Sahiba Bali and welcome back to another episode of Girl Boss. This is a podcast where we decode how successful women from different walks of life have gone from 0 to 1. Now, today's guest, she is known as the it girl of OTT. She's charmed everyone with her acting in web series, on stage, in films. She was also on the jury of the Indian Film Festival at LA. She's amazing. Please welcome Shriya Pilgaonkar. Shriya, first of all, congratulations. You've had a great couple of years. I've seen your series. I feel like you're the it girl of OTT now, whether it was, Taza Khabar, which was great, Mirzapur, etc. But I also know that you've had a history of doing a lot of other things as well, whether it's swimming, classical dancing. What made you journey into acting though?
Firstly, thank you for that very sweet introduction. But what you said about 2-3 years, so many years have gone into coming to these 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And often people just look at when you're sort of rising. But I think even for that rise, there's a lot of foundation that's been laid, which everyone does quietly, right? Because nobody really is very interested when you're laying those bricks. They want to see when the house is completely built. But yeah, you're right. I just think I've been an explorer at heart and I've been encouraged to explore. I think the first 10 years of my life have been in the swimming pool because, I was training as a competitive swimmer.
Yes.
So I think I was building and sharpening myself as a sportsman. And to date, I think those 10 years are so handy for me, that experience. I just opened my mind to many things, Dancing, of course, I trained as a Kathak dancer much later. But little things like learning instruments, even though I didn't pursue it fully, or music, swimming, of course. And I've always been a bit of a nerd. I enjoyed studying.
Yeah.
And by that I mean I enjoy learning. I have a curious mind. And eventually that curious mind is something that has helped me in my journey as an actor because you have to inherently be curious.
Of course, yeah. Observant, curious, understand.
To be an actor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's been very interesting. And the good part is that I never took acting for granted just because I come from a family of actors.
Right.
It was never that I came from an entitled space, which is why I think this step-by-step journey has been very exciting for me because it truly has been organic. And I would credit acting somewhere coming into my life because of Kathak.
Okay.
Because Abhinay is such an important part of being a Kathak dancer.
Yeah.
And theatre. I did a lot of theatre.
So I know you went to Xavier's for your college.
Yeah.
You finished your degree, but during then, were you still doing theatre, or during then, did you have an inkling that maybe I can go ahead and audition, maybe an acting path can open?
Then, not at all.
Wow.
Even in college, I've never participated any drama or anything. In fact, I was behind the scenes. I was, heading Malhar. I was always in leadership roles off camera. Yeah, Malhar is like, they were right to represent.
Yeah.
But वो जो behind the scenes का experience होता है ना, in terms of just dealing with people, human resources, वो आज तक that experience is handy because it's people management, it's ego management. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And I started actually making short films way before I started acting.
Yes, you've been a director too. Did that come before your acting career?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually did a screenplay adaptation course at Harvard right after college. It was like a 3-month course where it really helped me, exposed me to a lot of different people, different ideas. And after that, I made a documentary with a friend of mine, which actually screened at the Hot Docs at TIFF.
Yes.
And then I directed a music video. And I was doing this with my friends who were already filmmakers. So it was like student films. And I was just doing this for fun, for my experience. And then when I was doing a film appreciation course at FTII, one of my friends, Karan Shetty, he said to me that, Shreya, I'm making a 10-minute play. And in this 10-minute play, I need someone who can sing, dance and act.
Right.
So will you audition? I said, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I auditioned, I got the part. And for those 10 minutes, Sahiba, I've rehearsed for 1 month.
Really?
1 month for those 10 minutes.
And was this your first proper
acting as an adult? And in that 1 month, I realized that I am more present than I have ever been.
Yeah.
And this feels right in every way because my mind is not anywhere else but in the moment.
But when you come to acting, there are a lot of actors who don't come either from the background, nor are they trained.
Yeah.
Do you feel in the current scenario, people should actually go towards training for acting, or हो सकता है कि आप इस industry में आ सकते हो बिना किसी training के?
That's actually a great question. I don't think should is the right term for it. ऐसे कोई compulsion नहीं है because acting is what? Acting, it's you.
Yeah.
You are the company, you are the brand, you are the product, and you're putting yourself out there in all your glory and all your grief, right? That's what it is.
Almost all millennials and Gen X would know who Sachin Sen and Supriya Ma'am are. Like, we've seen them. They are truly icons of Indian television as well. Now, my question to you is, does that affect your career in any way, whether it has been people expecting certain things from you or a help that you might have got in your career? Does it affect you in any way?
You know, surprisingly, a lot of people didn't even know that my parents are actors. While a lot of Maharashtrian audience knew I'm Sachin Supriya's daughter, but especially in Mirzapur ke baad, a lot of people thought I'm from there, which I took as a compliment, of course. It's a compliment, right? If you think I'm there. And to me, that's a great thing, which means people first know me for my work.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really play that card. It's not like I was on covers of magazines before my work has come out. It was kind of a step-by-step process.
Yeah.
The legacy that my parents have created for themselves has been not just through their work, but the way they've conducted themselves.
Yeah.
The people they are. And one thing is there, that I want to be known for my work, even if that takes time. You want people to know you for your name.
Your identity is more important.
First and foremost. But that doesn't mean if someone sort of refers to them, I'm so proud of it.
You have to dress a certain way, talk a certain way. Your social media has to be like that. Pap culture. Like, do you like it? Like, obviously, it's a huge jump from not being successful to being successful.
See, the definition of success keeps changing with time. 10 years ago, if I asked you, what is your definition? It would be something you already have now. Now, if I ask you, it's going to be something that you don't have.
Yeah.
So it keeps changing. When I started acting, I don't think I gave too much thought to the showbiz aspect of it. I only did this because I enjoyed doing it. Simple. Today, a lot of actors are groomed to enter showbiz, which is that they're already made into stars before they become stars.
Right.
Their audience is ready. Now, this requires certain mentorship. It requires having a certain backing. My journey was not like that. So, in that sense, maybe it was a little different from other star kid journeys.
Right.
But after my first film, Fan, which was, I was fortunate to do it with SRK. Love him. I would still say that with every project, whether it was Mirzapur or whether it was Guilty Minds or, you know, all that happened in between, you just understand all that's changing, because even social media, the way it's now was not the way it
was.
Honestly, I understand the business aspect of it. I understand this is showbiz, but I also do what I know I'm going to enjoy.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I have ever done something which I'm absolutely not comfortable with.
Do you say no when people give you certain advice and you're like, nahi, ye mujhe nahi karna?
I think it's important to listen to everybody, but do what you think is authentic to you. Also, sometimes it's important to get out of your comfort zone.
Shreya, I'm going to be very direct. Why we started this podcast is because I believe India mein, कोई बात नहीं करता. Was money ever discussed in your family? Did your parents ever teach you about it? Did you ever know कि कितना salary मुझे कमाना है? ये थोड़े ideologies थे पैसे के around.
बिल्कुल. It's been I've grown up comfortably, but mindfully. जो कहते हैं middle class values, जहाँ पे unnecessarily खर्च नहीं करना चाहिए या वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. These are basic things. See, and ये तब होता है जब आपके parents भी when they started from scratch.
Yeah. So do you
That's
value
where,
it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. An artist makes X amount of money, but an artist also has a lot of cost on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Even when you don't have work, for example, you have to either work on yourself or you have a team that you actually take care of.
Absolutely.
Right? Do you want to shed some light on, as an actor, or not even as an actor, as Shreya, what all cost do you have to bear being Shreya?
See, like I said, I am the brand, I'm the company, right? So if you look at basic things in terms of keeping fit, health, now stuff like this honestly does not even require a lot of cost. But if you have a taste or if you need a personal trainer or if it depends. So I have to clarify one thing.
And your work also demands it.
It does. But what I want to clarify is you don't need to spend that much money to become an actor.
Right.
A lot of good can also happen if you have a certain budget in mind.
So, शुरुआत भी वैसे हुई थी.
बिल्कुल. और ये narrative नहीं जाना चाहिए कि इतना खर्च करना पड़ता है, because that's very misleading, I feel. It's very misleading, because if I was given this idea when I started off, it would be very intimidating for me, because when I started off, I had not really spent that much money.
That's the thing. When we start off, the cost is not there. Once a certain pinnacle is reached, then it comes with the cost.
That's your investment then in yourself. Today, I'm grateful that I can do that. And this is where I can also sort of use my own money.
And it makes you happy to actually spend here, because that brings you joy too.
See, eventually, money gives you certain power to not do what you don't want to do. And that's a fact.
What it is.
That is a fact. Having more money doesn't necessarily mean success.
And sometimes people equate that if you have money, you won't have stress, which is also not true.
No.
Everyone can have their own stressful trauma, whatever experiences, in spite of having money.
Of course. But it feels so good to be financially independent. Not just for yourself, to be able to take care of the people around you, even if they don't need it.
When did you realize, do you remember your first paycheck?
That was not as an actor.
It wasn't?
My first paycheck. And I'm not counting the prize money for winning swimming competitions. But as a first proper thing, formal thing would be as a voice artist. For this show which was like a detective-based murder mystery thing. And I'd got 5,000 rupees.
Wow.
And you know where I spent all of it? On stationery. I like to spoil myself equally.
But spoiling is one thing. Like you said, you bought stationery when you got your first paycheck. But the other thing is now adulting and investing and growing the money that you get. Have you got into investing? Has someone helped you? How do you grow your money now?
So my grandfather was the one who sort of really even helped my mom understand all of this. We have a wealth manager who's been doing it for our family now. So mutual funds is what I invest primarily in. And because our field is uncertain, Sahiba.
It is.
It's very uncertain.
You never know when the next project is coming, when the next paycheck is coming.
Absolutely. So because of that, I think it's important to know this. So I'm constantly asking a lot of questions, and the same questions over and over again, because I want it to be drilled into my head completely. So for guidance, I think it's my mother and my grandfather.
Because you don't know when the next acting project is coming, I will take additional work just so that I'm constantly working, whether it's brand working or doing something creative on social media, podcast, because I like constantly working. Do you also feel like doing certain things, you take up certain gigs or certain projects because of the uncertainty?
I don't take it just because of the uncertainty. I take it because I think it's going to help brand Shreya. So if you're talking about ads or digital work, I think it's a great space to have an additional avenue. But that's also like investing in what my brand is.
Right.
Right? Also, you know, we all want that success story, but we're afraid to live that story. We directly want that success. How is that possible? You got to live that story. You got to make it a bloody interesting story. And I want my success story to be very interesting so that I look back and I have a great story to tell people.
Amazing. Anything like that ever happened that you thought about it or you envisioned it and actually it happened and you're like, ye kaisa hua?
So many times.
Yeah.
So many times. So Fan. It was an incredible opportunity. I got to be the love interest of Shah Rukh Khan. I was opposite him. What a wonderful first experience to have. But after that, a couple of my projects didn't take off. Perhaps because of, you know, sort of the reception of the film or whatever. But that also somewhere shook the sandcastles in my head. But then just like actors improvise on screen, in life, you have to improvise.
Yeah.
More than move on, I would say, you have to say, okay, if this path hasn't happened, how am I going to make the other path more interesting?
So then how did you, for example, you also did an international film.
Yeah.
Right? Now, did you strategically decide that I need to explore this avenue? Or was it something that you didn't expect?
I want to establish myself globally. So in this case, as a global actor. And in fact, my second film was a French film.
Right.
And there's an interesting anecdote to that, which is that I was watching, I watch films at Mumbai Film Festival every year.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the year, but one of the years, there was a French film called The Artist that was playing. Are you aware?
I'm aware of The Artist. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a black and white film, no sound.
Yeah.
Jean Dujardin is the actor in it. And it was the last show. We were all there. We watched it. And everybody gave it a standing ovation. Looking at the actor, and I felt a very strange connection with that actor. Couldn't tell why. And I journal every day. I went back home and I wrote in my diary that I loved the film and there was a connection I felt with this actor. I don't know what. Cut to, I'm auditioning for things, and one fine day I get a call and it's for an international film. They asked me to audition, and at that point I used to be very scared of auditions.
Yeah.
But I told myself, you know what? Don't be afraid. Just go. Give it your best shot. I've gone to that audition and I'm seeing actors doing splits and dancing. And I'm like, wait, what? You have to dance? And they said, sorry, we forgot to tell you. You have to dance.
You were unaware of it.
And I was wearing a skirt.
Okay.
I said, okay, chalo, kathak kar lete hain. I don't have to split, but I'm wearing a skirt. I can do something. Kuch adayein, kuch nakhra, thoda abhinay kar liya. That happened. I got the part. It was a French film. And who was the lead actor? Jean Dujardin.
Oh my God.
Very early on, this gave me a sense that, wait, did I almost manifest working, you know?
Course, yeah.
So the serendipity aspect of it also I'm aware of.
Yeah.
कि कभी बहुत कोशिश करके भी चीजें तभी नहीं होती और कभी effortlessly चीजें होती हैं. This is divine timing or whatever you want to call it. But this is a huge part of our film industry.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I almost have goosebumps that this can happen, and it makes you feel positive about life.
And it not just positive, I feel like somewhere there's an element of कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है.
I really hope a lot of aspiring actors hear this and see this, because this is going to motivate them
I
for
hope,
sure.
I
100%.
I hope.
What do you think in terms of money is more rewarding? I'm not saying emotionally or spiritually rewarding for you, but money-wise more rewarding. Is it through brands or is it through acting?
It depends. Some acting projects have been rewarding, but if you purely decide based on how much time spent, then brands are more rewarding because it's 1 or 2 days of work, and then perhaps it may be almost the same amount of money if it's a great brand, as opposed to the time spent.
Right.
So for any person, the answer will actually be brands, unless you have like a startup or something like that. You know, even for like teams and stuff, the 2 days of brand work is always more rewarding than
100%.
sort of long shoots.
That brand, somehow the commercials that they give you is very fair to your reach, right? They see your numbers, they see how you can benefit them, and they quote you a very good number, which is fair.
So the way I make my decisions is simple. Ask myself one question. Am I going to gain more or lose more? So I'm in my mind, the pros and cons are like that.
But at this stage, has negotiation also been tough, where you've been on the other side? Because all the women said this, that they have been called diva, they have been called difficult, they have been compared to the counterpassing. Ye to nahi karti, tum kyun kar rahe ho? Have you gone through this?
This is very natural for people to indirectly convey to you, because और क्या बोलेंगे? That is a negotiation skill, right?
Yeah.
But if you are aware and if you know what you're asking for is fair, also then mentally you have to also decide a scenario in which if it may not happen, how are you going to feel about it?
Yeah, 100%.
वो
दिल पर पत्थर लग के बोलना पड़ता है, ये मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगी.
And like I said, people want to keep you exactly where you are. And मुझे कभी किसी ने कहा था एक बार, बहुत अच्छी चीज जो मेरे जहन में रही है, कि कभी-कभी ना बोलने के लिए आपको पैसे मिलते हैं. कभी-कभी you have to sometimes say no to fight for it, even though it hurts you, it makes you feel insecure.
Yeah.
You have to, because otherwise वो growth कैसे होगी?
And ये होता है क्यों? I was very young this time. I had auditioned for a role in Brahmastra. And I got it.
Which part?
One of the fighters.
Oh, lovely.
So then at that time, my dates were clashing with 2 ad shoots that I had to do. And my mom was my manager that time, in a way. Like, she used to sometimes, I used to take her help. Because I was very docile कि मैं बात नहीं कर सकती producer से. We said no to that because we had committed already to 2 ad shoots. That role in Brahmastra didn't happen.
See?
And I remember that entire month I felt so bad कि मैंने धर्मा movie बंद कर दिया. और that time I didn't know the scale of Brahmastra either. But
बाद में अच्छा लगा ना?
जब मैंने film देखी, I was like, ये तो character, मतलब ये तो अच्छा नहीं किया. Because that ad shoot got me a 1-year contract with the brand, which worked really well. And उसके billboards लगे थे, and I felt very proud of that campaign. Absolutely. Versus this character that was completely chopped out.
Right.
And I'm very glad I didn't do that.
But that's what I'm saying, that as artists or actors in showbiz, we're constantly faced with these decisions, and sometimes it can be so daunting as to what is the right thing, what is the wrong thing.
Okay, we're going to quickly do a rapid fire with you. मेरे पास कोई hamper नहीं.
That's what, please, yeah. Incentive, okay. I can be less honest.
I can get you नारियल पानी or something.
Okay.
The buck stops there.
There's no money. Money की बातें कर रहे हैं और पैसे भी नहीं दिए यार. पैसे भी नहीं दिए. अच्छा.
ठीक है. Are you ready? The top skills you must have as an actor.
To listen. To let go. And to love with all your heart.
The biggest and best personal financial practices that you've made.
Educating myself financially. Also investing. I've started investing 2 years ago. So sort of consistently investing and not being afraid of it.
Right.
Like you said, gaining more financial literacy to grow your money.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 things that you learned in showbiz.
Learn to identify potential in an opportunity. On the surface, it may not seem that, but there is potential. And that no work is too big or too small.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Shreya's an actor, Shreya's a director.
Shreya's an actor right now, but when I direct, I would love to experience Shreya as a director. But I think in life, I'm a little bit like, I'm directing everybody all the time.
So you're like...
Maybe I'm a director only, I don't know.
Dual role that you're playing. Okay. Financial risk that you took, but it paid off.
A financial risk that I took?
Yeah.
Honestly, when you're investing that much money, it's a risk. But I think मुझे recently पता चला कि अच्छे returns आ रहे हैं. So I'm guessing कि you just have to have that leap of
I'll add another question to that. A career risk that you took, but it paid off.
My first Hindi film was not an out-and-out packaged heroine kind of film, but I identified the potential of doing fan because Shah Rukh was in it.
Yeah.
So I think that in a way, it was not a risk, but you know what I'm saying, right?
That leap.
Leap of faith. And also doing Mirzapur anyone at that point did not know where the future of OTT, is going to be. And it's an ensemble cast, and some people are very stuck in the idea of lead roles and not lead roles. But at that time, I felt like while some people were telling me that don't do an ensemble and things like that, my gut was telling me this is going to be something amazing. And doing that also in a way, I guess.
Your favorite project that you've done?
Can I pick one? I'll forever be grateful to Mirzapur for the love that I still get for Sweetie's character. My taste of fame sort of came from there. I'll forever be grateful. But as an actor, Guilty Minds, the show on Amazon, and my character Kashaf Kaze gave me so much fulfillment as an actor. Because it's so rare to get a part that is so layered, so complex, so beautiful कि उसमें मजा आ गया. Because so I would say these two. But all Taza Khabar also is so close to my heart.
Obviously, but वो होता है एक that is a little bit close to your heart.
So these two characters and these two projects have given me much more than I expected.
Got it. Okay, things that you wish a woman could unlearn.
That she doesn't need to know about finances. Whether you're working or whether you're not, I think every woman must
know
be in
about
her power and do her best.
To you, a girl boss is dash.
Who doesn't let anybody dull her shine on good days or bad days.
I love that. Thank you so much, Shreya, for coming.
You.
I loved our conversation.
Thank you.